The Constitution of the United States, 782. See also whether a former president may be indicted and tried for the same offenses for which he was impeached by the House and acquitted by the Senate. 24 OP OLC 110 120 2000. Hereinafter, quote, OLC double jeopardy memo, end quote. Noting that impeachment in Britain could have resulted in, quote, in a wide array of criminal penalties, including fines, imprisonment, and even execution, end quote. The framers chose to withhold such broad power from the Senate, specifying instead that the Senate could impose, quote, only political, not ordinary criminal punishments, end quote. OLC Double Jeopardy Memo at 124. See also Tench, Cox, an American Citizen, Independent Gazetter, Philadelphia, September 28, 1787. The Senate, quote, can only by conviction on impeachment remove and incapacitate a dangerous officer, end quote. Emphasis in original. That approach naturally, quote, raised the question whether the other punishments the founding generation was accustomed to seeing, end quote, in British impeachment proceedings, quote, could be imposed at all under the new American government, end quote. OLC Double Jeopardy Memo at 126. The framers wished to make clear that a president would, quote, still be liable to prosecution and punishment in the ordinary course of the law, quote, end quote. The Federalist, number 65 at 321, Alexander Hamilton, Coventry House Publishing, 2015. Cox, an American Citizen, quote, the punishment of a dangerous officer as a criminal remains with the province of the courts of law to be conducted under all the ordinary forms and precautions, end quote. Emphasis in original. They thereafter added the provision that, quote, the party convicted shall nevertheless be liable and subject to indictment, trial, judgment, and punishment according to the law, end quote. U.S. Constitution, Article 1, 3, Clause 7. As the Office of Legal Counsel noted that, quote, second part makes clear that the restriction on sanctions in the first part was not a prohibition on further punishments. Rather, those punishments would still be available, but simply not to the Senate, end quote. OLC Double Jeopardy Memo at 126, Tac 27. In short, then, the framers,